Hi, welcome to the Rap-Feb. I'm your host, Larissa Lownsdale. Today I have Matt Schaller here with the Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. Matt, welcome.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about TOA and the new injury prevention program beginning at the Wellness Center?
Sure. So for the past 10 years, we've been working with Tellico Village in this community as TOC. This past year, we finalized a merger with another large orthopedic practice out of Middle Tennessee. And so the ending of that merger was the changing of our name from TOC to TOA. So you'll notice some new branding, some new logos. It's the same doctors. It's the same service. It's everything that we've been doing for the past 10 years here at the Village. Part of what we want to do now is look to expand some of those services and meet our community where they are. And so part of the injury prevention program that we started years ago, the request has been made, what more can we do? And so this is an effort to do a little bit more and bring all the different aspects that we can offer, plus that the Village can offer to its members.
Oh, great. How is this one unique compared to some of the other programs, and why is it important to our members?
Sure. This is designed specifically from the racket sport point of view. And in the past, we've either done a one-off talk or a video that is really designed at a greater audience. This is going to be much more specific to the racket sport athlete. It's also going to come in a variety of different mediums: print, video, face-to-face talks. We're going to use everything that we have in our arsenal to try to get that message out, but also make it very accessible whether you can be there or not.
Great. Can you tell us what the components are of injury prevention?
Absolutely. So when you look at injury prevention, and as an athletic trainer, that is my goal, right? It's not to necessarily treat you when you are injured. It's how can I help you not get injured in the first place? And when you look at it, there's really four components that kind of kick in. You have strength. Are you strong enough to do the thing that you want to do? There's mobility. Can you move well enough to do these things? There's flexibility. Can you move in the right way to do some of these things? And then there's ability. Now, I can't help a lot with the ability part. We're going to work with the clubs to help transition as we build these other pieces of strength, flexibility, and mobility, and then tie that into some of their skill courses and skill building programs to help tie it all together.
Okay. And with this program, what are some of the injuries you're hoping to be able to prevent?
Yeah, sure. So, and again, I mentioned in the past we've done almost a shotgun blast of here's ways to prevent injury. We're going to get a little bit more specific with this one. We're going to have a series dealing specifically with upper extremity injuries, so rotator cuffs, falls where you land on your arms, different ways to manage some of these things. We're also going to really focus on lower body injuries, ankles, knees, hips. Some injuries are acute injuries. Some of these things are going to be more acute on chronic. I have a bad knee. It's been a bad knee for years. It's worse now because I did this thing. Well, how can we help prevent that worsening of something that already exists? And then we're going to look at core exercises. How can we prevent some low back things? And really, how can maybe we prevent some falls by building a better core, building a better balance system for the body, and by combining all three aspects of this, hopefully make a better player and a better athlete.
Matt, how will this initiative work, and how can members get involved?
Yeah, so we will be putting out a schedule of events. The events will be some face-to-face live events. Our goal is that those events will also be videoed so that we can make them available on TOA's website as well as through the Village, and hopefully also have them playing in the Wellness Center. We will have pamphlets available to any resident that will have the exercises that we're talking about, as well as QR codes that will tie them back to those videos. And then we will have special times that we will be engaging with the different racket clubs so that we can help them and their members directly one-on-one at their training sessions.
Okay. And you've mentioned the racket sports. Who is this program designed for, and are you looking at expanding it later?
Absolutely. So we've been in contact for the most part with the pickleball club. We've also had contact with the tennis club, and with table tennis and racquetball. And we will look to expand this to any of the different clubs that are interested. But we've already begun some discussions with looking to how can we branch a similar type program into golf.
Great. And if a member is already injured, can they still be involved with this program?
Sure. There's varieties, and you may not be able to be fully involved in all aspects of the program, but we can meet with you one-on-one, look to build a program or customize this program to you where you are, with the goal of getting you to where you want to be.
Well, that sounds great. When do you think our members can start seeing these activities start?
Well, we look to hopefully get this thing launched in the first quarter of 2025, and then just continue throughout the year.
Great. And before we wrap up, can you tell our viewers how this program aligns with other health and wellness initiatives TOA has in the village?
Absolutely. So we have, again, I mentioned 10 years. Well, 10 years ago, I started a program where I was coming out to the wellness center, I think once every 2 or 3 weeks. And I was there for a couple hours. That has been an incredibly successful program, both for TOA, but also for the village. And so that's expanded. We now have an athletic trainer that is part of the village. I like to think they're an outreach community for us at TOA. She's here Monday through Friday from 8 until 1 at the wellness center. Her name is Caitlin. She's available through appointment. We're here to help you with whatever your need is. If it's a point of access, if it's just some hints and tips on different things you can do, or if you have a nagging injury or a fresh injury that's preventing you from being active, or that happened while you were being active, we want to help you get that taken care of.
Matt, thank you for being here today. And thank you for tuning in to the Rec Wrap, a Tellico Village Network presentation.